It wasn't fair. It wasn't easy. You didn't ask for this pain, but it showed up anyway. And it stayed. Longer than it should have. Louder than it had to be. Quieter when you needed help. You kept going, hoping the world would notice. Hoping someone would step in and make it stop. But pain doesn't play fair, and neither does life. It doesn't care how tired you are, how hard it's been, how badly you want peace. Pain only knows how to test you, and the longer you avoid it, the louder it becomes. The more you resist, the more it hurts. It shows up in your sleep, in your thoughts, in the quietest parts of your day, reminding you that something's still broken, and if you don't face it, it stays broken. So here's the truth. You've got two choices. You can let the pain destroy you, or you can make it serve you. Because pain is a weapon. But only if you hold it right. Only if you sharpen it through discipline. Only if you stop trying to escape it and start using it to build. See, most people run from pain. They numb it, deny it, bury it. They pour comfort over it like a blanket and call it healing. But all that does is freeze your progress, trap your power, keep you soft. And that softness becomes the excuse for every failure that follows. The strongest people you know didn't get that way from an easy life. They got broken. They got betrayed. They got knocked to the floor with no one left to blame. And in that silence, they made a decision. This pain will not be wasted. That's how warriors are made. Not in celebration, not in perfect childhoods or smooth journeys. They are made in the dark, when everything hurts, when it makes no sense, and they get up anyway. That's when your power is born. Not when it's easy, but when you rise while bleeding. That's where you stop waiting for the world to fix you and start becoming someone unbreakable. You want real confidence. Earn it in chaos. You want strength. Build it when you feel weakest. You want respect. Then stand tall when you're most alone. That's what turns pain into power. Every scar is a reminder, not of weakness, but of survival. You didn't die. You didn't fold. You adapted. And now, you're still here. You're still breathing, still building, still dangerous. Because now you know what you can take. Now you've met a version of yourself that doesn't break easily. Now you've felt what it means to rebuild when no one claps for you. Pain gave you a gift. It stripped away the noise. It forced you to meet yourself. And what you found wasn't fragile. It was forged. You found a fighter, a builder, a soul that refuses to stay broken, a mind that refuses to forget the war it walked through. So stop asking, why me? Start asking, what now? Not Monday, not tomorrow. What are you going to do now? Because every second you hesitate, someone out there is using their pain to level up. While you're hesitating, someone else is lifting, learning, writing, earning, rebuilding. While you're overthinking, they're already 10 steps ahead. Not because they're better, but because they're done waiting for the world to save them. You have to be that person now. You've already bled for this. You've already cried through nights that nobody knows about. So why stop here? Let this pain give you the blueprint. Let it fuel your mornings. Let it be the voice that says, I've suffered too much to play small now. Let it remind you what happens when you let your discipline get louder than your fear. Make the suffering worth something. Because if you don't, it wins. And after everything you've been through, you do not owe pain that victory. You owe it to yourself to rise with it, to carry it like armor, not a burden, to let it harden your resolve instead of soften your will, to stand on the wreckage of what tried to break you and start building anyway. And if they ever ask what built you, don't say your wins, don't say your talent, don't say luck, say pain, say the days you showed up shattered, say the nights you kept going, even when your own mind told you to quit. Say the struggle, say the losses, say the silence. That's what made you. And from that pain, you carved discipline. From that chaos, you forged control. And from that darkness, you created light. Your own light. Not borrowed, not handed to you. Built. This is your power now. earned, undeniable, untouchable, and the world will never take it back. You made it through hell, not by luck, but by choice. You made it through without applause, without shortcuts, without anyone handing you a map. You navigated the pain alone, and that's exactly why you're dangerous. Because you didn't just survive, you transformed. And the version of you standing here today, that version didn't come from peace. It came from war. And now you carry the blueprint for anyone who's ever been knocked down and told they'll never rise again. You're not here to stay broken. You're here to build from the break. Most people think power comes from winning, from achievements, from applause. But real power is born in the recovery. It's what you do right after you're gutted, right after you lose everything, right after your hope gets ripped out of your chest, and somehow you still choose to rise. That's what separates the unstoppable from the average. Not talent, not resources, resilience. You were handed pain, and you turned it into fuel. You were handed silence, and you turned it into clarity. You were handed suffering, and you turned it into focus. Now you move with intention. Now you act with purpose. And nothing anyone says can touch you because they didn't build you. This mindset isn't about pretending the pain was good. It's about refusing to let it go to waste. It's about standing over the ashes of what you lost and turning them into a foundation. You don't get stronger by hiding your pain. You get stronger by using it. Every mistake, every betrayal, every tear you swallowed in silence. That's your edge now. That's your reminder that the world owes you nothing, but that doesn't mean you walk empty-handed. You walk with discipline. You walk with scars that taught you more than any mentor ever could. You walk with a hunger that can't be faked, and you walk with power, not because it was given to you, but because you took it back. You built it. You bled for it. And now it's yours. So what do you do with that kind of power? You rebuild your life with it. You build structure where there was once chaos. You create boundaries where there was once confusion. You lead yourself with focus where there was once only fear. And you protect your peace like your future depends on it, because it does. Pain taught you what not to tolerate, what not to chase, what never to believe again. But more than anything, pain taught you this: no one is coming to rescue you. And that's not a tragedy, that's freedom. Because now you know you're the one who holds the pen. You're the one who writes the next chapter. You're the one who turns pressure into strength again and again until it becomes natural. That's what power really is. It's not how loud you shout. It's not how many people believe in you. It's how you move when no one's watching. It's how you get up when no one says your name. It's how you stay locked in, even when you feel empty. If the world never gives you a hand, give yourself a ladder. If the world forgets you, remember yourself louder. If no one shows up, go anyway. Because the ones who win in the end are the ones who kept going through pain no one else could see. Let the pain harden your discipline. Let it carve the muscle of your willpower. Let it remind you that softness didn't save you. Resilience did. You didn't pray your way out. You worked your way out. You broke through with grit, not comfort. You made your name in the silence. And now, the world's about to hear it. Because your time is coming. Your breakthrough is on the horizon. But only if you keep building. Only if you keep pushing. Only if you keep showing up when the feelings tell you to quit. Your emotions are not your GPS. Your pain is not your limit. It's your launch point. This isn't just motivation. It's your blueprint. This isn't hype. It's survival strategy. You've seen what happens when you run from pain. You've felt what happens when you stop. So this time, don't stop. Use the pain. Shape it. Aim it. Turn it into a mindset so strong that even your worst day won't break you. If your body's tired, let your discipline carry you. If your mind's foggy, let your purpose guide you. And if your heart is heavy, let your future pull you through. You didn't make it this far just to suffer. You made it this far to reclaim everything they said you'd never become. Let this pain be the proof that you are still building, that you still believe in something greater than struggle, that you refuse to die with potential still locked inside you, let it be the reason you rise, not the reason you collapse. So when they ask where your power came from, tell them the truth. It came from the pain I refused to waste. Turn the pain into power and keep going. You're not done yet. And the fire that tried to consume you will be the same fire that forged you. Subscribe to Winner's Frequency for more powerful content. Stay locked in, keep building, and remember, turn the pain into power.